All right. Good evening, everyone. You're welcome to today's session. It's another exciting time to do stuff together in tech. I can see Bello Timi. Good evening to you. So, if you are just joining, there will be no need to introduce yourself today. But if you want to do that, feel free. Tell us where you are joining from because I would like to go straight to the point today. So, let's just use 1 or 2 minutes to talk about where we are coming from, our name, where we are joining from, and all of that. So type on the chat section. I can see Bello. Bello, where are you joining from? Are you joining from Lagos? Where are you joining from? Abuja. Amazing, amazing. So it's going to be 100% practical today. 100% practical. So I would like everyone to pay attention. I tell people that the way design is done or tech generally, you don't do tech by watching a video, right? You do it by practicing. Same thing for design. You don't know design by watching. So if you watch a video on maybe how to design a flyer and you don't practice it, right, you are not going to say you know how to do that. So you don't know design by watching, you know design by doing. You know design by doing. So what we'll be doing tonight is going to be 100% practical, right? 100% right. So all I need you to do is to pay attention. That's all. Pay attention because I'll be giving you a task. We'll be doing something familiar today, right? And at the end of the class, I'll give you a task to do, right? So if you pay attention, doing your task will not be a challenge for you, right? So let's get right into what we have for today. Like I said, I'm going to go straight to the point. Let me just message them on the WhatsApp group that I'm live already. Because once I drop my phone, we are going with speed, right? I won't be too fast, but I'll try my best to finish up all we have for today. Yeah, good evening, Chidera. Give me a second. I'm trying to. I'll be live by 7 p.m. I'm live. Join. Okay, so if your Figma account is ready, type my Figma account is ready. If your Figma account is ready, type my Figma account is ready. Type my Figma account is ready. I saw some persons, they are not ready, but a lot of persons are ready, right? So if your Figma account is ready, type my Figma account is ready. Okay, amazing. Explore. Amazing, amazing. So let's get started. First thing I need you to know is once your Figma account is up, you can see my interface already, right? I'm already inside the Figma interface, but I won't just start teaching you on this note. First thing I'm going to teach you is how to launch your Figma account. So let me quickly share my screen, all my screen, right, so that you can see what we're doing. I'll share my entire screen right now. Stop sharing. Amazing, amazing. It's nice to meet you guys again. So let me just share my screen. I'll be sharing my entire screen. So how do you launch your Figma account? How do you do that? It's very simple. What you want to do is you want to go to figma.com. Figma is a web tool, even if we have the desktop application for it, right? But it's a web tool. And like I said yesterday, all you need is your email address. Your email address, right? So if I go to figma.com, that URL, I'll press enter. Once I do that, you will see this kind of interface, right? Don't mind me, I've been doing a lot of designs lately, so you can see my interface is choked up. But for you, if you are just starting out, this place might be empty, right? You probably just see Fig Jam, design, new slide, and all of that. All you want to do is to click on design, click on design. So if I click on design, you find your name here, the name you used to register. Click on design to launch your interface. So when you click on design, it's going to open like this and you have your interface. So this is where we do our mobile app and website. in today's class, I want to introduce you to what the interface, like the application, looks like. And we won't just be doing introduction, we'll be doing something exciting, right? I told us we'll design an application, right? So what we'll be doing today is that we'll be designing our WhatsApp screen. Why are we doing WhatsApp? I want everybody to participate. That's why I chose the WhatsApp screen, so that it's something you are familiar with, right? And when you are doing it, you'll be excited. Like I told us yesterday, that every application you make use of, right? People designed it before it was developed. So you're already familiar with WhatsApp, right? So what we'll be doing today, we'll be designing our WhatsApp screen. So once you've launched your Figma application, this is what it looks like. Let me start by explaining the Figma environment. So let's get into our class. So this is what the Figma environment looks like, right? It's divided into 4 parts. I had to section it this way. So if you look at, let me take this out. If you look at it literally, right, you see these parts, this other part by my right, these parts at the bottom, they have names. I'm going to introduce you to the name right now. And this empty space, the empty space is called your design canvas. That's where you do your designs, right? So let's quickly walk through the different parts before we get into our practical section. So follow me. The first part I need you to know is the layer part, the layer panel. This part I highlight with pink is the layer panel. It helps you to rename your file. So when you open a new file like I just did here, let me go back to this other one. You are going to see it's untitled, right? Untitled file. So if I click on it, I can name it Prince, Prince, Prince Design. So it helps you rename your file. That's what the layer panel does. DSIGN, right? You can create pages with the layer. So I can name this page as my design 1, DSIGN 1. I'll click outside. If I press plus, I can get multiple pages for my design, right? But be working with just one page. So the layer panel basically helps you to name your file, and you can also leave the design file from the layer panel. So like I said, Figma is a web tool. So if I want to leave this file, let's say I'm done designing, I'll just close by clicking this X, right? And it saves automatically as long as your data is on. If I want to go back to other files, I can click on this main menu and I go back to files. It takes me to other files, and I'm going to see that file. You can see it Prince Design as my recent design. So when you are done with your work, right, and you close, if you come back again, you will see your design as most recent, right? If I double click on it, it's going to open. So the layer panel, which is this section by your left, helps you to name your file. It helps you to go back. Then you can create pages for your design. That's what it does. So let's continue. I think I want to share my let me just share. Okay, so that's what the layer panel does. I want to share just my Figma screen. So I'll just quickly do that. All right. So the next thing I want you to know about is I want you to know about is the toolbox. So when you want to do designs, you make use of your toolbox, right? There are different tools. The first tool is your move tool, right? Which is this one here. It helps you to move elements. You understand? So if I draw a box like that, I can move it with my move tool. The next tool is your frame tool. The frame tool is where you do your designs. So if I'm designing for a mobile right now, I'll come to my frame, click on it. I'll come to my control panel, right? I'm going to select phone. You can see phone, right? If I click on phone, I like using iPhone 13 and iPhone 14, right? I'll just click on it. Depending on your phone size, right? But I advise you use this iPhone 13 and 14. If I want to design for a tablet, I'll come to frame. So we design inside frame. Frame is just like the container we use for our designs. So I'll click on frame. If I want to design for a tablet, I'll close this drop down, go to tablet, click on it. Then I'll select iPad Pro. You can see that, right? If I want to design for a desktop, I'll click on this. I'll close the tablet, open desktop. We have different sizes. You can use MacBook 14, you can use MacBook 16, but basically we use desktop, right? So once I click on it, you have your frames. So your frame is what you use for your design. Take for instance, let me quickly show you a design. So you can see this design now. It's a ride sharing application, right? You can book ride. This frame you are seeing here is my mobile frame. That's this one I just brought in right now, which is this one, right? So your mobile frame helps you to design mobile application. If you want to design for tablets, you use this. So there are different screen sizes for our designs, right? There are different screen sizes. I need you to take note of that. If you want to design for desktop, you make use of your desktop frame. And how do you get these frames? You get them from this place, this frame. Today we'll be designing our WhatsApp screen, right? And we'll make use of the frame. I'll just come to phone and select iPhone 13 and 14. Take note of this. So you see that I can now design inside here. So that's what your frame tool does for you. There are other tools like your shape tool, right? The third tool, which is this one, is your shape tool. You can see that on these screenshots, what is showing there is an arrow. But what I have here is a box, a square. How do I find other shapes? I'll click on this drop down, right? And I can see other shapes. So if I want a line, all I do is I'll just click on the line, click and drag like that. And I have my line. If I zoom out, you will see the line. You understand? If I want maybe an ellipse, I'll click on the ellipse, hold shift to get a perfect circle, click and drag. I'm holding shift and I'm clicking on my key, is it keypad? Yeah, keypad, right? Then another shape I could get is triangle. We call it polygon. If I click, I'll drag that like that. If I want, let's say I want to get star, you know, some of these things that they will ask you to do feedback. Let's say you finish your WhatsApp call, they will tell you rate us. So this is how they get the design for that kind of UI, right? You can just do it into 5. To duplicate an element, you hold alternate on your keyboard, click and drag. I'll hold alternate, click and drag. So this is how you get your shapes. Next thing I want to teach you about on that shape is arrow. So if I want to draw an arrow, I just select that, click and drag. You see that, right? So with your shape tool, you can draw any kind of shape you need for your design, right? The next tool that is important, I won't touch this creation tool because we will not need it for this class, right? But it's just like drawing lines too, but it's continuous lines. If I click on this pen tool, I click here, I'll move my mouse, click here, come down like that. So you can do a lot of stuff, but for the sake of this class, we won't do more of the line tool, right? To unselect a tool, I'll just click on move. Next thing I want you to know, which is very important, there is no UI design that doesn't have text. Is your text tool. If you check this design, will I say 80% or 70% of your designs always have text? It's made up of text, right? So your text tool is very important. Your text tool is very important. So how do you get your text? I'll click on text and I can just click here and type my name. You can zoom out. Let me show you how to zoom out. If you are using an external mouse, right? Oh, I'm not close to my mouse. But if you are using an external mouse, right? You know, there's right click, there's left click, and there's a scroll button, right? So if you scroll your external mouse, that knob, the scroll knob will help you to zoom in and zoom out. But if you're using your laptop mouse, right? If you are using your laptop mouse, you do like this and like this to zoom out and zoom in. This is how you zoom out. On your mouse trackpad, you do like this, you drag in and out, it will zoom out. Let me even do it as I'm talking. Let me show you. So if I zoom out like this, see, I'm doing this stuff like this. So if I do it like this, it goes in and out. That's how you zoom out and zoom in, because of course you need to know that. So I want to type. I've added my text too. Next thing I'm going to do right now is I'll type my name. So PRINCEDSIGN, Prince Design. You can put S if you want. So if I zoom out now, I can just see it the way I want to. So next thing I want you to know, apart from the layout layer panel rather, and another thing the layer panel does is that whatever you are typing on your design Canva, you see it here. Just like now I'm selecting Prince Design, you can see the design here, right? If I select this shape, this star, if I click on it, you see it here. So everything I have on my Canva, you find it on the layer, right? Layer panel, that's what it does. Then the control panel is the next thing I want you to know about. It's not complex. I need you to know, don't be scared. As we design along, you will see how it works, right? But the only thing I want you to know about control panel right now is that, as the name implies, control panel, it helps you control whatever shape or element you have on your design Canva, right? So take for instance now, if I click on this star, the control panel is going to show me the settings to manipulate my star. So if I give this 7, you see that it has changed, right? So control panel changes with respect to whatever you are selecting. So if I select a square now, it has changed. It's giving me the fill color. If I select a line, it's going to change. I see stroke. So if I select a text, it will give me the typography. Like I can change the font style if I want. You understand? So the control panel changes with respect to whatever you are selecting. That being said, to undo, you press Ctrl Z. I just changed the text. I want to undo that. You press Ctrl Z on your keyboard. That's how you undo an action. So that being said, the inner space is called your design Canva. It can carry hundreds of designs, right? You know that website and mobile app are designed in screens and pages. So if I'm designing a website, I'll have a lot of this desktop screen size. Now to duplicate is alternate, right? You have a lot of this and you keep designing from one page to the next page like that, and that's how you do your designs, right? If you are following, type I'm following. If you are following, type I'm following. I've been talking for a while, but I just need to be sure you're following. Figma is not hard. All you just need is to pay attention. We're designing right now. But I need to be sure you are following. If you are following, type I'm following. Amazing, amazing. Tijani is following. So let's continue. Mighty is following. AB Gold is following. Amazing. So having known that we have our layer, our toolbox, the toolbox helps you to select different tools you want to use for your design. Then the control panel changes with respect to whatever you are selecting, right? And our space is for it's called the design Canva. That's what we used to do our design. So next thing I want you to know about Figma is this. We have elements and components. So elements are the items that make up a design. You understand? Elements are the items that make up a design. Some of the elements we have in UI UX design, we have text. Remember I just said not too long that 70% of our designs are made up of text. So one of the elements we have, remember I say elements are items that make up your designs. Items that make up your design. Elements are items. So when you put elements together, you form your designs. So we have text, which is your write-up. We have shape, which is any shape you are using for your design. We have image. We have icons. We have colors. We have pattern, right? So component, on the other hand, is combination of two or more elements, two or more design elements. I'll show you practically right now. So you can see my WhatsApp screen, right? I have it on light mode and dark mode. So let's do something very fast. 1 minute class work. Can you type any element you can see on this design? I've mentioned that element has to do with text, shape, image, color. So type any element you can see on this design. Let me know you are getting what I'm saying. Type any element you can see on that design. What are the elements you can see? I said element is what makes up your design. You put this element to the color. Amazing. I can see Iwinosa is saying color. There's a green color there, there's a black color there. What other element? Tijani is saying color. Text. I told us 80% or 70% of our design archive is a text. Text is an element, right? Icons, yeah, icons. You can see icon, you can see text, you can see color. So these are the basic elements. And I'm also saying that when you combine two or more elements together, you will get components. So some of the examples of components we have are buttons. We'll stop at button today. Okay, we have navigation bar, we have list, we have text field, we have search bar. So if you check this design, when I say combination, you see that this button has a shape and a text. That's combining two elements together, a shape and a text. This is my navigation bar, right? We have, if I click on it now, build it, we have icons and text inside this navigation bar. So when you combine two or more elements together, it's a component, right? So like I said, our practical session will be something we're familiar with. That's why I chose WhatsApp. And I have light mode and dark mode right now because some persons WhatsApp are on light mode, while some persons WhatsApp are on dark mode, right? So whichever category your WhatsApp falls in, we'll be able to design it in this class. So we're about to start our practical session now. If time permits, when I'm done with the design, right, I'm going to test it on my phone. If time permits, right? When I'm done with the design, I will test it on my phone so that you see how it's going to work, right? If time permits, but let's see how far we can go. Let's see how far we can go. So how do we design our WhatsApp screen? Let's we have like 40 more minutes. Let me see how fast I can be. I won't be too fast so that you grasp what I'm saying. So as we are designing, if you have question, you may want to note it down, right? So that at the end of the class, you can ask. So how do we design this? Remember I said, what are we even doing WhatsApp? I want us to design something we're familiar with, right? So that everybody can participate as long as your Figma account is ready. So first thing you want to do, right? Take a screenshot of your WhatsApp. That's the first thing you want to do. Take a screenshot of your WhatsApp, right? I don't know if your WhatsApp is connected to your laptop. It will be faster for you. So let me show you something. So I've taken a screenshot of my WhatsApp, right? Next thing you want to do, you send that screenshot to maybe your friend, a close friend or a brother, so that you can have the message inside your WhatsApp. I'll share my entire screen right now so that I see what I'm talking about. Let me share my entire screen. Take a screen, not in this class, so when you're about to do your own, take a screenshot of your WhatsApp and send to somebody close to you. Then the next thing you want to do, connect your WhatsApp to your laptop so that when any file you share on your WhatsApp, you can easily get it. So I'll go to my WhatsApp right now. This is my WhatsApp. So the dark mode, I've already screenshot it, right? This is the screenshot. I sent it to myself. I have two WhatsApp number. So I sent it to myself. So this is the message. right? So if I click on it, all I'll just do, because my WhatsApp is connected to my laptop. So if your WhatsApp is not connected to your laptop, how do you connect it? You can go to Google, right? Then you type web.whatsapp.com. No. Let me use incognito so that you grasp what I'm saying. If you go to Google and you type web.whatsapp.com, it will open like this. Then it will ask you to scan this QR code with your phone. Once you do that, your WhatsApp will connect to your laptop, right? Why are you connecting your WhatsApp to your laptop? So that when you screenshot your mobile view of your chat screen, you can send it to somebody and pick it up from your WhatsApp. So I've done that. You can see my WhatsApp, right? All I'll do now is I'll come here, right click. It's step by step we're moving. I'll copy this, go over to my Figma and paste it there. How do you paste? You right click. Once you do that, whether your phone is on light mode or dark mode, just copy. Right now is you go to your frame in the toolbox, click on it, come to your control panel, go to phone, select iPhone 13 and 14, right? Once I click on it, you see it here, right? I've just selected that. Next thing you want to do is this is the screen we're designing. I'm going to design for light mode. Then when I'm done designing, I will convert it to dark mode so that those persons that are using dark mode will not be left out, right? It's the same pattern we're using, don't worry. So I'll bring that screenshot I just pasted close to the frame. You will notice that the screenshot is bigger than my normal frame. What do? I'll press K on my keyboard to scale. Once I press K, the control panel will change to this. Then I'll come from the edge, not the side, the edge. I'll click while it's on scale mode. I'll click and just keep it like that. The reason why I'm using scale mode is so that all four sides we adjust proportionally, right? One side will not be bigger than the other side. Everything will be normal. So I'll cancel it, like click on cancel. So I have my WhatsApp. And why am I bringing it this close? I want, when I'm designing, I try to design almost exactly what I have, right? So if I bring it close, my the text and all of these things you have here, I will be able to create it almost exactly. So the next thing I want to do, I'll select my frame, come over to my control panel, come to this place called layout guide. Layout guide is going to guide you on how to lay your elements. Remember I said elements are what you put together, so we'll be building all these elements in this class. So the layout guide will guide us on how to go about it. I'll click on this plus to add my layout guide. You will see these grid lines. You can see it 10. I'll change it from 10 to 8. Press enter. Change from grid to column. I'm going somewhere. If you are following, type I'm following. If you are following, type I'm following. I'll change it to column, right? Then I'm going to change it from 5 counts to 4 counts. The count is this thing you are seeing here. Currently we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll change it to 4. If I press enter, it's going to change. That's changed, right? Next thing I want to do is I'm going to come to margin and add 16. Margin is the space between, you can see this white space that just came out, is the space between the edge of your screen and the elements in your design. So if you look at this thing closely, you notice that the time, the WhatsApp, the button, they are following a particular margin, right? So they are not crossing the line, right? You can see that that's called margin. To achieve that, we use our layout guide, set it to count 4, put it on 16, then we close that. Next thing I want to do now, I have a pack, an icon pack I've prepared. I'm going to share this pack with you guys in the group, right? I will send you the link. This is what the link looks like. So when I send you the link, this is what it looks like. All you need to do is to, let me go back so you see what it looks like. You click on the link from the WhatsApp group, it will open the file just like you've just seen. Once you open the file, you go back and come to your recent file. Then this is the icon package. It's also show as recent, but since I have other files open, just right click. This is how you get your own copy of the icon pack. You right click and duplicate, right click and duplicate. Once you duplicate, you'll be able to edit it and take items from it, right? So let's continue designing. Let me just do, if I duplicate that, you will see, you see it here. Now you can see icon pack copy. Look at it, icon pack copy. So this will be your own copy. If you use this my own, you'll not be able to edit it, but if you duplicate it, you will have your copy that you can use for subsequent designs. So let's continue. So this is my icon pack. I have some of the icons we'll be working with already. So you need it. I've just shown you how to get yours. So how do we start? Where do we start from? I think we should start from, let me design for the light mode first. So if I bring this light mode close to my screen also, like that, I'll press K on my keyboard, then take it from the edge. Remember, it's the edge. We're scaling it so that it will look like our screen size. So I'm designing for light mode, but at the end of the day, I'll convert it to dark mode. So how do I start designing? First thing I have to do is that I will pick my colors. The colors you have on your design, just get a square from the shape tool, hold shift and drag like that to get the perfect square. How do I pick colors in my design? I will come over here, click on this, click on this eyedropper tool. Then remember, color is part of our element. So to design something exactly, you need to know how to pick colors. I'll click on this, the color has changed. I'll close that. To duplicate, you use alternate, click and drag. What other color can I see? I can see green. I'll click on this eyedropper tool, select the green. You understand? Another color I'm seeing is black. I'll duplicate this guy with alternates. Hold alternate and drag like that. Click alternate, drag. So this is how we build our design step by step, step by step. So I will come over here, click here. I'll select this black color. This WhatsApp black is not pure black. Pure black is 00 into 6 places, but this is 0E, 0E, 0E. So I've taken that color. Why am I choosing this color? I will use them for my designs. So if your own WhatsApp is dark mode, there's nothing to worry about. Just pick the colors you can see here. This white, pick this one, pick the background, pick the green, pick the buttons and all of that. Okay, my button, I have this one is darker, so I'll just select this color. Then I'm going to click on this color. I've taken that color. So your eyedropper tool helps you to select color. So once you've gotten your colors, the next thing is to start putting in your element, right? I'm going to, like I said, I'm working on the light mode first. So I'll bring this close to my screen. Next thing I'll do, I'll use my rectangle tool to map out areas, right? So this is my navigation bar. I'll just draw on it like that so that I'll get the exact size. It's 99 here. I'll just make it 100. So it will be even number. I'll bring this inside here. So this will be my navigation bar, right? I think that's too big. Let me make it 90 instead of 100 for the heights. Then I'll just adjust this. Follow me closely, you'll get what I'm doing. Next thing I want to do is I will map out okay, I'll get my icon pack. I already have mine here. I've told you how to copy your own, right? If you are confused, please put it on the comment section. I'll come and see it later and attend to you. Then we have different icons here that I'll be using. They call the status, the home, and this guy, right? I'll just let me get which one first. Let me get the chart. How do I? Okay, look at it now. You can just select the chart from here. This icon pack is one way to get icon. How do I do that? I'll use alternate, click and drag. So I'll bring it out like that. Another one we need is the call. So I'll select this call, this particular one, double click to enter inside. Then I'll click alternate on my keyboard and drag it out. Hold alternate, click and drag. We need our status, right? You can double click on this, hold alternate, press click on your keyboard and drag. Then another thing we'll do is our tools. I'll select this one, double click. You double click to enter inside the layer. I'll hold alternate on my keyboard and drag like that. Did I copy it? Okay, I did. So next thing I want to do now, I'll just bring them close inside my frame, all of them. I'll select this one, bring it inside the frame. Select the status. This status is not exactly like what we have there, but for the sake of this design, I think we should just work with that. But if you want to explore other icons, right, there's a plugin. You right click, go to plugins, right, come to manage plugins, then search for Iconify here. Iconify is a plugin that gives you a bunch of icons for your design. So I've clicked on Iconify. Let's say I want photo. If it's not here, okay, my photo is here, so I'll just take from here. But if you want to explore, you can just come here and do maybe status, SCATUS. Maybe if you find it, you can see that, right? If you keep going down, you may see your exact status. You understand? Look at it now. Look at status. Are you seeing? So you can just click and drag if you want to use this particular. I think I'll just use it. So you can use the one in the icon pack, or you can come over here and find something, right? Just search the name. If I want search bar now, I'll just type search, SEARCH, press enter, and I have my search. So anything you are looking for, you can find it here in Iconify. So I'll work with these status I've gotten. Then let me just take the search bar. Let me take this search bar from here. I'll just bring this. So which other thing do I need? I need this more button. I'll search for more. I'm using Iconify. Press enter. This is how we put elements together, and at the end of the day, we're able to form our designs, right? I'll click on that. I've just click and drag. Let me be sure you guys are following, right? So I've gotten my search. I've gotten my more. I need my camera. I can get camera from this, my icon pack. I'll select this particular one by double clicking, right? Then I'll hold alternate and drag like that. At the end of this class, you should be able to design your WhatsApp, trust me. So I'll delete this one. Let me work with the one I got from Iconify. So I'll bring this guy here. The icons come in size 24 by 24. Look at it on the control panel. So leave it at that. Next thing I want is my text. I'll get my text tool and type chat, CHAT. I'll change this to default inter, INTR, inter. So this is currently set to 17. I'll keep it at 12. Press enter. Where's the chat? I'll bring this here and just keep it inside there. If you want to draw this shape, feel free to do that. You understand? If I want to draw that shape, I can, but I just want to design mine this way. I've gotten my chart. Instead of regular, I'm going to make it medium, right? It's charts, not charts. So I'll just do it like that. Then on what's it called? I think medium is not good. I'll make it semi-bold. Semi-bold is perfect. Next thing I'll do now, I'll bring my curls this way, then select this guy, use alternate to duplicate. You understand? I will double click to edit it, type calls, CALLS calls. I need update. I'll duplicate that with alternate. Double click, type UPDATS updates. Next thing is I'll do tools. Remember, I use this box to map out the area, not like I'm going to this rectangle rather to map out the area. I'm not using it for my design, it's just to map out the area for this stuff, right? So I'll bring this house, these tools rather. It's not exactly like theirs, but let's work with it the way it is. I'll bring my status like that. This is how you put element together. Design is very interesting, trust me. So I'll select this guy. Okay, let me just, I won't put this 29, but let me just put this rectangle behind it. So how do I get that? I'll get my shape tool, then draw my rectangle like this. I'll give it, what's the size of this icon? This icon is 24, so I'm going to give this guy at least 28 so that it will be bigger than my icon. So if I bring the icon inside, to bring it forward, I'll right click and bring front, bring to front. If you want to take it to back, you right click also, send to back, but I need it in front. Next thing I want to do is that shape has curved edges. I'll just, how do I give a curved edges? I'll come here, look at this appearance. I'll click and give it 24. We have our curved edges, right? Then I'll hold shift, select this, then use shift A to put it on auto layout. I'm combining them together. I'll press shift A. Shift A is auto layout, right? This is the settings. So it's currently set to the left. This was recently updated. Initially, it was not like this. This was updated today. This interface was updated today. When I was designing earlier today, I noticed it. So I'll align to center, right? So that it will be aligned to the center. Then I'll bring this over here, just close to the chart like that. And okay, let me even duplicate this. We might need the this rectangle. I'll select the charts, hold shift, select this guy, and press shift A. Shift A is auto layout. I'm putting them, you can see auto layout added. I'm combining them together with auto layout. You can see they are moving together now. So I can check for the spacing between them. It's currently set to 9. This one, I'll make it 8, even number. Next thing I'm going to do now, I'll select this core icon. I want to put it inside this one. I'll press Ctrl X to cut it, then double click to select this one inside. I'll right click, then paste to replace. That's one way to put it inside. Another way is that you can just duplicate this with alternate. I'll use the second way for the update so that you choose what you want. So I'll select the update, just drag it and put inside like that. It will enter. Once it's in, you select the call and you delete. I'll do same pattern for the because it's on auto layout, it's going to be responsive, right? That's what auto layout does. It makes your frame responsive. I'll just drag it, put it inside, then select the status, delete. So I have all of this together. But notice that the call, the update, and this guy don't have this shade, right? Even if they are inside, it's invincible. So when you click on it, the shade will now come up, right? So what do? I'm going to just select it and come over to the control panel. This is the fill color D9. I will press this I to hide it or I'll press minus to remove the fill color. But it's still there, but there's no fill. I'll do same. I think minus works better. Just minus the color. Click on this, minus the color. If you are following, type I'm following. If you are following, type I'm following. Let's know we're in this together. If you are following, type I'm following. Type I'm following. This is design. This is how we do design, and we get paid in dollars, right? This is how we do design. I will get paid in millions, right? So you need to calm down and see what I'm doing. You understand? So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Amazing. So once you've done that, remember the values, right? I'll bring this not so. I'll select this, then bring it like that. Be careful not to bring it out of that rectangle, right? If you drag the icon, you might take it out like this. I've just taken it out. So you see my rectangle here, see my icon, but I'll press undo, Control Z to keep it back. I'll do Control Z, Control Z. Okay, it's now inside. I'll bring my core close like that. Then hold Shift. When you want to select more than one item, you hold Shift on your keyboard. Then you press Shift A to put auto layout. So I've added auto layout to that one. I'll bring my status close to the updates. Then hold Shift, select update, press auto layout. I need to be look. You can see the spacing between these two now is bigger, 16. I'll set it back to 8. Let me confirm the calls. Okay, it's 8, right? I'll bring my tools icon close to the tools. Then I'll select this with Shift, press Shift A. When you want to select more than one item, use Shift A, auto layout added. Sorry, use Shift, then you want to put it on auto layout, you press Shift A. So once I've done that, I'll just click over all the items like that. Then come over to my control panel, click here, see where I am now. I want to align vertical center. So they are now on the same line, right? Next thing I want to do is I'll just bring them here and see if it fits. Okay, it makes sense. I'll remember I told you I'm not using this guy, so you don't use. Let me do what I want to do outside. I will just press auto layout, Shift A. So once I do my auto layout, I'll now bring it inside here like that. Then next thing I want to do now is if I come over to my auto layout, you'll notice that this is the padding value for vertical, this is horizontal. So I'll give this, let's say 24 or 16 is fine. Let's do 16. That's the margin. I'll give it 16. You can see it right now, 16. Why am I giving it 16? I want, when I bring it close to the edge of my screen like that, right? Just like that, it's going to sit properly and my element will not get to the edge of the screen, right? So as I'm giving it 16, I'll just drag it like that to the edge. Is aligned to the left, right? I'll keep it in the middle. So everything is aligned to the middle right now. Then what's the spacing between them? The spacing between them is 26. I'll make it, let's do auto, AUTO. So auto is perfect, right? Auto is perfect. So keep the margin to 16, keep the spacing between them to auto. Then let's give the vertical padding 16 also. So you can see it right, there's 16 here, there's 16 here, and the middle is auto. I think if we stop here, we have done something today, but we'll not stop. Let's do one more thing, then we'll call it a day and continue the design tomorrow. So I'll delete this guy because I'm not using it again, but I've built my navigation bar. You can see my navigation bar, right? So I'll just bring it down here. Okay, if I even do that, notice that this guy, there's my phone navigation button, this circle, this shape. I already have it in my icon pack. right? So you can just take it to for your design. So I'll take the light mode. We have two. If your design is on dark mode, use dark mode. If it's light mode, use light mode. I'll just use alternate to duplicate. Don't just cut it from the editing. Use alternate to duplicate. Remember, you need to copy it first before having your own copy. So I'm using alternate now. I'll bring it here. Your move tool helps you to move items, right? So I'll click on this guy, take it up a bit so that I don't put it inside. I'll use my phone bar. Immediately after this class, I'll share the icon pack on the WhatsApp group. So if you're not on the WhatsApp group, you need to be on the WhatsApp group. You align this down like that, bring it down. Then I'll click on this guy and bring it here. If you can design your WhatsApp screen, there's nothing you'll not be able to design as a designer, right? All you just need to do is to improve yourself. So I've designed my navigation bar. I've gotten my phone from the icon pack. The icon pack we made available to you. Next thing I may need is my this other part that has my network, right? And I think I have it here. So you too can just copy it and use for your design. Use alternate to copy, right? And I'll just take it up there. People built this thing you are seeing, or you too, you can build your own, right? But I'm making it available for you so you not stress yourself. So once I have that, we're making progress, right? How do I turn off my layout grid? I'll select my screen, this pink stuff here. I'll select my phone screen, come over to my control panel, look at the layout guide. I'll just click on these eyes to turn it off. So once I do that, you can see that I have my design already. You're seeing what we have, right? Next thing I want to do right now is what's it called? I'll just pick this color because I want it to be exact. You can detach this color first, then the fill color is this. I'll click on it and click here. You see what I'm doing, right? So for the dark color, we've already gotten our dark color. So I'll just come over here, select it, and click here, copy the code, then select the entire navigation bar, come over to my control panel. You see the current dark color. I'll paste it there. It has changed. Then I'll change this one also. You can select them one after the other if you want. Yeah, you can see it. So that's my dark color. I think this one is having that. So we'll stop here for today because of time. Let me quickly come to see if we have questions so that we don't rush the design. It's necessary. But what you've learned today, if I'll do a recap, is you've learned how to pick colors, right? You've learned how to use your plugin to get your icon pack. If I right click, you go to plugins, manage plugins, you see your iconify, you click on iconify, you can search for any icon, more button, MORE to bring more button. If I want search, SARCH, you click on search, you collect the search icon, just click and drag, and that's how you do that. Then you've learned how to use layout grid. So I will allow you do this assignment, right? Go and work on your. So for those persons that are using dark mode WhatsApp, right? What you want to do is this. The same way we copy the colors for our light mode, get your box, right? Hold shift and draw a perfect square, just like that. Then click here, go to your color picker. For the background color, you click on this, you have your background color, you duplicate that box with alternate. Hold alternate on your keyboard, click and drag like that. You come here, select this color, I didn't get that correctly. So for those of you that are using dark mode WhatsApp, oh, this is how you do it. You select this color like that. Um, I'll duplicate that again with alternates. So just pick any color of your choice you can find on your design. You understand? That's going to help you design properly. So if I want this white color now, just come here, pick it. So when you are done designing, you can now start applying the colors. You can start applying the colors, and it makes sense like that, right? So you've learned how to pick colors, you've learned how to get your icons. Next thing I want you to do right now is you go and do your design. Let's just do this WhatsApp, and I think that'll be all for today. I'll just take few questions and we'll be done. So if I go to my text and I type WH8CSAPP WhatsApp, my text is currently small, so I'll increase the font from 12 to 24, and I think that works. Let me check. You can bring your stuff here to compare. So 24 is not too good. Let me make it 26. Okay, 26 is perfect. So I'll use 26. Before I lay any element, I have to turn on my layout grid so that I won't exceed the margin, right? How do I turn that on? I'll select my frame again, come to layout guide, turn on the eyes, right? So I have my WhatsApp here. I'll just do that like that. Then I'll bring my more button here. I'll bring my search button here. That's icon, sorry, not button. I'll bring my camera here. This is me laying my icons, right? My elements. So I'll select these three together by just highlighting and dragging over them like that. I'll press Shift A to put it on auto layout. The spacing between them is 20, and I think it's perfect for me. I'll just bring it, sit it on the margin like that. I'll hold Shift, select the WhatsApp, and press Shift A again. If you see that it's aligned to the top, I'll keep it at the middle and just confirm if okay. So it makes sense. Next thing I want to do is I'll give it padding value and margin value. So I want it to get to the edge of my screen, just like this guy is getting to the edge, but it has 16. So I'll select this. Ensure you use Shift A to put auto layout. Press 16 like that, then drag it like that to the edge. Then I'll give it 16 also like that. I don't know if 16 is too much. Let me give it 10. So this part is 10, this is auto, and this is 16. I'll drag it to the edge. Once it's on auto layout, you notice that your elements will not cross the margin, right? Because we have put 16 padding. I'll select both of them and just close up the space. This is 20. I'll press 0. So this is what we've done so far, right? Let me allow you go and do your assignment. So when you are done designing, how will you share your assignment so that I can review it? This is what you do. You come over to this share button, right? Click on share. This is how, when you are done designing, click on share. You see a pop-up. Are you seeing copy link? See copy link. Copy this link copied. That's why your WhatsApp needs to be on your laptop. So once you copy the link, you come over to your WhatsApp. Come over to your WhatsApp. Let me be sure my WhatsApp is showing. Okay, yeah, come over to your WhatsApp and paste the link. I will drop a message on the WhatsApp group. It's going to be a picture that is saying submit your assignment. All you just need to do is to reply that message, not as private reply. You reply the message inside. So you just paste your link like that. Then I can click on the link in the WhatsApp group and view your assignment, right? Once you see that, just come in like this now, right? Click, then reply the message inside the WhatsApp group. You understand? You can't chat directly because it's set like that, but you can reply messages inside the WhatsApp group. Paste your link, and I will review your assignments. You should submit your assignment before 6 p.m. tomorrow, right? Our next class will be tomorrow by 7. So I need to review your assignment before the class. So that in case there is any correction I need to effect, I'll just let you know. So copy your link, share in the WhatsApp group, and that'll be all. So this is all we can take for today. When we come tomorrow, we'll build the other UI. This is how we do our designs, and you can see our design is coming to life gradually, right? So this is how we do our designs, and we get paid doing amazing work. You understand? UI design changed my life. I want it to change yours. This is your stepping, coming into the space. So ensure you do your assignment, right? Get your assignment done. Share your link like I've shown you. It's not going to be difficult. If you need to pause the video when you are doing your own practical, pause it. Do it at your own pace, right? It's not first to submit. We're not doing first to submit here. Take your time, do your assignment. You can start this night, launch your Figma, do your assignment, submit, and I'll see you in class. Yeah, I'm going to send the link for the icon pack immediately after this class. As I'm coming to the WhatsApp group, I'll paste the link. How do you get yours? Click on the link. When you click on the link, it's going to show you, but not on edit mode, right? Then you duplicate. Go back to your, once you click on the link, let me even show you what to do quickly. Let's assume this is the icon pack. Let me copy the link and share with you so I see what I'm talking about. Just follow instruction and you'll be good. So I'll do this. This I'm going to share the link to you. I'll just copy the link like this now and paste it on WhatsApp. So as I paste it on WhatsApp, inside the WhatsApp group, click on it. When you click on it, it will take you to a new page on your Chrome. Use your laptop to do that. Once you open it, because it's my file, I'll be able to edit it. But if it's not your file, it's going to show you you cannot edit. This will be, you can only view. What you do once you've seen it like that, you come over here and go back to files. Then you will find it on your recent file. Right click like this. Then you see the duplicates. What's going on here? You click on duplicate, then you'll be able to make a copy for yourself. You can see copy. So once you make a copy, you can now edit it as you will, right? So that'll be all for now. Thank you for staying to the end. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to see your assignment, right? Go and work on your navigation bar and do what we've done so far. When we come tomorrow by 7 p.m., right, we are going to continue our design and wrap it up. When we are done, we'll test our design in our phone, right? I'll show you how to do that. Thank you very much for staying there. If you've not subscribed, take a moment to subscribe. It won't cost you anything. Take a moment to subscribe. As I'm sharing what I'm doing, we're sharing information that's valuable to you. Take a moment to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Bye. Oh my God. You can't see my screen. Interesting. Don't worry, God will help you.